That's not ghost, mate. Don't be stupid. This is ghosts. Everything smells, do you know what I mean? This is such a mean job, isn't it? If I had looked under here before I'd taken this job on, I might have thought twice about taking this job on.
Why do you look so bright?
Inside this old flint cottage behind me here is an absolutely knackered LPG boiler, and we're going to whip it out, yes son, and install an electric combi boiler. I've never installed an electric combi boiler before. I'm not doing the electrics, I'm getting my mate Josh to do them tomorrow. So today we're going to be getting all that stuff sorted out. Be here for the whole video while we get it installed. Let's check it out inside. Look at that, beautiful old boiler there. This is all, it's all just munged up with grease and that. We've got, let me just show you around the property. So we've got this boiler here to take out. There's some old LPG bottles outside, just like your typical stand-up Cala ones. From what I've looked at, I've just had a little look under there. It looks like it's been capped off already, but they're empty anyhow. So we've just got to take them apart, remove all the pipework for that. So far, I don't even know where the cold water mains are. So you can come with us while we find out all about that as well. And this is the amount of radiators. This is the actual whole place. So it's going to be Airbnb'd, probably be used as a little bit of a, yeah, you know, radiator over there, radiator here, radiator here. I mean, there's a lot of radiators, a radiator there. Believe me, once we've got this installed, right, they're not going to want the heating because these places are only usually rented by the hour, aren't they? And we all know why. So under here, I believe, yeah, here's where the gas tanks are. Very nice. Hopefully they're all off. See what, I love what someone's done here. Look at that. Ah, I've cut that out with a little thing. Probably people sat under here, you know, smoking weed, playing badminton. It's an interesting spot, isn't it? Wow. You know what? If I had looked under here before I'd taken this job on, I might have thought twice about taking this job on. I did not know that they've got a massive tank like that. So there's obviously no mains here. Hopefully that won't affect us though. I wonder what this place used to be. Look at the way they've done this tile. Look at this. Look at that, just a little L bracket holding that tile on. When you're doing jobs like this, you don't know what's behind it when you come and price it. And because you're pricing it, you're not getting paid to take it off and find out before you start the job or before you put a price in. So this is all completely foreign. What would you give this place, Max, if you come and stayed here at the moment? If you're on Airbnb, what rating would you give it?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest. 2.5 stars you're going to give it out of 5, isn't it? I mean, I think it'd be quite a nice place when it's all sort of done up. Sofa. I mean, I'd have new carpet fitted. New bed. Probably insulate the ceiling because it is freezing cold in here. It's actually warmer outside today. Just needs a bit of love, doesn't it? I mean, someone's lived here, right? You just know it's like divorcee, 50, likes a beer, probably a little bit of the naughty stuff as well. And this is where he's lived. Probably still plays vinyl on his big speakers. And all that's left of him is just greasy dribble stains all over the place and a mouldy shower. I mean, what? Something's running in here as well. The boiler was on. I thought it was never going to come on. This is such a mean job, isn't it? This bit, like, it's always the same. When you're working on stuff that's the old stuff, it's butters, because especially if you're working underneath this extensive hob arrangement here that we've got. Do you fancy a brew, Max?
I do actually.
Do you really? You're absolutely mental if you want a cup of tea from this place.
Have a look at the buns first.
I'd more readily accept a cup of tea made for me in the airport toilets of Sharm el Sheikh Airport. And I got ill in Sharm el Sheikh. Oh, here we go. Oh, right, we're on gas, cooking on gas bar. Why did I forget my impact driver? Unless it's in the van. I'm having my van racked out soon, guys. I'm going to do a video about it. Don't go anywhere, yeah. I'm actually having a golf bit put in there for my golf bag.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, seriously. They know tradesmen well, don't they, when they ask you that. Do you want a golf bag bit? I say, yeah, why not? I'll have that. Hey, what's the wire like under here? I've got quite a lot of wire. You've got wires. Now, this new one is meant to have smart control with it, but who knows? All right, the first thing we need to know as well is which is our flow and our return. But we also, it'd be nice to know, sometimes it doesn't really matter which is the flow and return, but the only way to find that out is to have a look at the TRVs and see if they're universal. Let's have a look. This TRV's got an arrow going that way and an arrow going that way, therefore they are universal. Before you say it as well, We flushed the system out last week. Sat here with a couple of beers while it was all flushing out, listened to some music, played the guitar. I played the guitar and flushed out the system. I played the guitar and flushed out the system. The system. Do you feel like an energy about this place?
It is a bit cold.
It's cold, isn't it? You think it's haunted?
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Like your van.
Like my van.
Your van's always freezing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's because the heater don't work. That's not ghosts, mate. Don't be stupid. This is ghosts. Wow, okay. There's a lot of world going on under here. Can we just take some time to realise that the hob is plugged into an extension multi-plug cable? Can we just take a moment to sit right there and wonder how that became the hob in cold air? What is happening down here? I mean, that's teeing off there. It's cold out, hot out. Confused. Kind of slightly worried by the fact I do not know where the water turns off, and I can't find anywhere. So let's have a look under this sink. Everything smells, do you know what I mean? Oh. Well, maybe we should just see if the water's off already, should we? Oh, it stinks down there. You get under there and smell that.
No, I don't want to smell it.
Oh, got to put some water in that trap. There's no way I'm working under there. Nothing down here. There's a lot of pipe work though. I mean, how this hasn't frozen in the winter. That's got to be it there, Maxi. Water main. And it's on a lever valve. I mean, get in. I nearly swore there, get in. That's got that off. Wicked. All right, now also one thing. I did find a switch down there. That's definitely not that one. We have to knock all the power off, which means we're going to lose the lights in here. Another thing about this place, pub's right next door. So, you know, you just sat here and just been like, 6 o'clock, right, let's go. Still haven't figured out, there's no actual isolator for that, so we're gonna have to turn off all the power in here sooner or later. And I'll just take the power lead out and then chocolate block it, boom, all done. But look at this, someone's thought about this bit. We've got a drain off right by the door. Oh, Mr. Kipling, will you fill me up with cream? It's Monday. This is me and Max don't usually film together on Mondays, do we? Come Thursday, I've been ground down by the week's plumbing. I'm nowhere near as happy. Because it's Monday, I had a good old David Ted yesterday. There we go, water's coming out, and I'm absolutely completely shocked. Boiler pressure now dropping. Honestly, man, I can't wait till I've got this old piece of shit out of here. It's awful, isn't it?
Monday morning blues. I open my eyes and I'm greeted by...
Take this off, but also I just want to make sure that the LPG is off outside. Capped off, boy. Honestly, mate, it's absolutely grim, this is. Remember, guys, wash your hands.
I'm calling you home just to hear your voice.
Right, so I'm going to go outside, make sure the LPG's switched off. While I'm doing that, though, you've got to remember to sign up to learnplumbingonline.com with yours truly, James from Plumber Parts. That's me, speak about myself in the third person. If you are someone who's just bought a new house and wants to know a bit about the plumbing in their home, or you're someone who's an apprentice and you're thinking about going into an apprenticeship or enhancing your skills before you start full-time training, then it is a perfect place for you to start. I'll teach you everything in a structured course: soldering, how to cut pipe, the different materials that we use, to bending pipe, to bossing into soil stacks and all that. So you've got that proper knowledge all the way. I'll teach you how to fix leaks and all the rest of it. So click on the link below at the bottom of this video, at the end of the video, check it out. Right, switch that off. Boom, there you go, it's off. I'm also going to switch off all of these as well. I'm so tempted, if I could just get to the screws somewhere. Oh, they're right at the back. Also, it'd be nice to see if we've got any place we can actually vent air into the system from the top. It's just standing next to it seems to do that. So the reason we're changing this is because the customer doesn't want it anymore. It does work. It's actually fully functional. So yeah, we're just taking it out because they want to rent this place out. They want to get more than 2.5 stars. Usually I'd whip one of these out so quickly, but I didn't bring my gloves with me and I'm just getting covered in mungy grease and it's really driving me mental. Seriously butters me. Look at the state of me, man. Don't tell me I'm bleeding. Not on this job. What a mess. Honestly, I'm covered in shit. Do you ever watch Short Circuit, Max, when you're a kid? Robot film. Gets beaten up by nasty people and bleeds battery acid. Hello, craphead. But it's one of them films that actually really got to me, along with E.T., Railway Children. Daddy, Daddy, it's my daddy! Here you go, guys. Safety for you. Just making sure that's off. Yeah, beautiful. Hashtag safety. Sign up to learnplumbingonline.com. It's actually really good. We've had loads of good reviews, Max. Yeah. Have I read any of the reviews out? Worth every penny. Jason Williscroft. Absolutely fantastic course. James has taken the time to give them the little details you wouldn't get anywhere else. There's a superb discussion page on each topic to leave questions, which he answers every single one, and I do. Premium quality course. I can't wait for the add-ons. How about that, Jason? Put your invoice in, mate. I'll send you a tenner. Got to take like everything apart to get to everything else. Get me 22mm cutters. Business now, business time. I feel like I'm going to break something, Max. Ah! Right, maybe this will come off now. If it does, Max, you're going to have to take it. Oh, you absolute That'll probably just fall on my head in a minute, won't it? What is holding this thing on? Anything, can you see anything that's holding it on?
Yeah, it's fine.
There we go. Oh! Ah! It's all getting replaced. Honest. This should just lift up and off. Why would it though? I need that screwdriver back, it's on the floor. Take this, please, mate.
You always take it.
Go on, take it with your dirty, nice clean hands. Do you hear some of those music now where people sort of singing a rap? Be like, I came down to change the boiler for her, but she said she didn't want it changed. That'd literally be a genuine lyric. So you've got some valves here with this new boiler. That's what I want. That's what I want. What we got to do is get these cut down, level and out of the way. Then we can get our new boiler up on wall. But there's a few things that are actually part of the new boiler install that I think the customer here is going to have to change over this kitchenette area. I would just have this running all the way along there. Cooker there with a hood there. Guess who's outside as well, guys? If any of you watched DIY Friday, the big show that we put on just before Christmas, Rich the Roof is here at the moment. He's taken out that flue for us and he's put a new tile in, so all good, isn't it? Using people you know. The best things in life are free. Think we're alone now, fitting the boiler. I don't know the make, so don't comment below. So on the top here, got the outlet, hot water, safety valve, cold water and the inlet. It's nice that they've plugged them all up. That's lovely. I had lunch just now. What did you have for lunch, Max?
Hot Doritos and 6 tea cakes.
Hot Doritos and 6 Tunnocks tea cakes. Oh, I had some turkey. He's looked in here before he tries to pull that out. Rich hasn't looked in it. He doesn't know that there's a huge flange on the bottom of it. Greasy flange hanging off the bottom of that flue. Well, yeah, come down and have a look, mate. It's a new system, okay, so what we need to do is install some stuff that's going to prevent there being scale build-up and problems with us bringing magnetite water back into the system. So I'm going to fit a 0 cal in, unusual piece of kit, so I'm going to have to get some connectors for that. That takes like a small sort of dose. Yeah, it's kind of unusual, so we're going to give that a try, put that on. But also for the heating system side, little one of these. This is your standard water treatment, central heating treatment, water treatment inhibitor. Oh, that's a cleaner. Right, okay, cool. So I'll whack a cleaner in, and then in here, a couple of valve bits, and we should just have a standard magnetic bit in here, basically. Lovely jubbly. This actually came with the boiler. And look, we got one of them. It's quite a nice little touch, that. So just your standard magnetic filter. Use it as a dosing pot as well. Oh look, it's got a little bit at the bottom. Wow. So this will go on the return to the boiler. Safety valve outlet, we've already got a pipe for that, so we just got to pipe that over. Blech. Inlet, okay, so that's where we're going to put this. So that's the water coming back from the radiators, and then we're going to protect the system from that. So we'll probably actually pipe that a bit kind of like that. That's how that would be piped up. All right, we're just going to bring these down to here. I can't wait until I'm down to touch anything that's covered in grease. So what we're doing in this bit here, we're going to hang the boiler up. I'm going to have to go and get some better fixings, I think, because the boiler's pretty heavy. Fortunately, what I will do is keep these two beams in here, because I think after we've been and done our bit and the customers, clearing out all this lot, this kitchen needs redoing. I'm going to sit the boiler, so most of its weight is actually going to be on these two beams of wood, but we are going to use the special clip that's supplied with the boiler at the top to get that properly fixed in and done. And then after that, we've got loads of pipe work to put in. So without further ado, guys, let's just get on with getting the big clamp up the top done and installed, sighting the boiler so it's in, and then we can actually get piping up. So what do they say? Measure once, cut twice or something? Oh, I tell you what, that is bloody good. I mean, I would personally expect there to be some fixings here, but I've had a look in the book and there aren't any. Yeah, we're doing it. Oh, let's go side to side. All that's got our weight is that side panel on there. What can go wrong? That should be on now. Sweet as a nut. It's sweet actually, isn't it? It's all right. You like it? Beautiful. Right, okay, so now we can get this all piped up. Let's go to a nice little collage of me piping it all up. That's what I call death metal acoustic, isn't it? We are now putting in this, and I'm afraid I'm having to do it against how I'd normally do it. For a start, usually I want the return to come in here and then go out here to the boiler. There's no configuration for this that's going to work with it like that. So I'm going to put it in like this, so our flow will come in here. It will still get filtered over the magnet and everything, and then it's going to go out here. But it also means it's just sat here. I can't put it under the desk because that's where the washing machine's going. And also, I'm just hoping what's going to happen is once the main work gets done in here, there's just going to be a box that goes around this, and that's it, okay? So you can just take all that off and then everything's there in front of you. I have, however, added 2 electrolytic scaled inhibitors because there's one down beneath as well. We've also got an actual valve on here now, so we can turn this off without going underground to turn everything off out there. And that's about it really. I'm just getting on with it. Just doing a bit of soldering, listening to a bit of Craig David rewind when the crowd say Bo. Selector. I'm saying it on camera now to everyone watching. This install is a mess. It's gone wrong. It's one of them ones. I don't know, I wish I could have done this a bit better. But unfortunately, I was sort of trying to just make this work really in the way that they want it to work, and they is them and me is them as well. Right, so that was yesterday, this is today. I've had a great evening. Ted went to bed at about 8:30, then he got up at 11:30, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock he was like, I want to play. It's playtime. It's not, Ted, it's 4 in the bloody morning, mate, and I've got to continue doing a boiler job. Anyway, we've got the sparkies here now, everything's getting wired up, and then once he's done that, or while he's doing that, we'll fill up. I'd say a 50-50 chance of no leaks on this. I don't know why, I just don't feel great about this one for leaks. Come on. Josh is here, getting the old boiler in. How's it going, Josh? You all right?
Yeah.
Loving life, mate. Prompt electrical. Oh, Max, he's after you. That wasp is after you. It's there. So this is basically what the channel's about, Josh. You do all plumbing and just piss about. There, he's up there now. So yeah, he's just getting some 6 mil in there now. believe it's 6 mil, isn't it? This is
10 mil.
22 mil or 15 mil. 10 mil. Yeah, so we've got all this in now. Just this install here is a little bit, but I've spoken to Nev on the phone, the guy who owns this place, and I think we're going to be back here soon because he wants to rip all the floor up and replace this with underfloor heating. This is all going to be worktop through here. He's actually agreed with me. That's what we're going to do. He's up and about again, isn't he?
Good.
Yeah, he's up there, mate, angry. So while Josh is getting all this wired up, I'm just going to go around and fill the system up. So let's go back down to the basement area and try not to step in any dog poo. I go to loads of like World War II sites that I actually do on my other channel, Times of James, and this feels like the sort of place where there'd just be some sort of massacre by the Das Reich regiment coming up through southern France in the days after D-Day. Oh, hold on, am I ready to do this? So we just... Thing is, the taps are on in there, man. Let me just pop it like that. Let's go around now. I'll just fill it. So we just very, very lightly opened that lever valve. We're going to go around, vent all the air out, and just pressurise it all. It's my phone, right? Used to be photos of just golf and stuff like that. Now it's just baby. That's all it is. Little lad. Right, so water's back on. I'm just going to let that pressurise for a few minutes. Sip me coffee from my coffee mug. Oh mate, I haven't plugged the coffee mug in ages on the Amazon store. Should do that.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
That amazing coffee mug I've got that stays hot all day. Do you even listen to what I say while you're filming, Max?
Not really.
So look, another job that the customer wants us to do is just like rip all this lot out and sort this out. But the floor, I'd say is about 4 inches out, going from this side to there. This whole place needs the floor sorted out in it. Where is it? I can't see it. Hear it? That's when it stops, isn't it? So we've got water up until the bottom of this valve, so I should be able to just open this up now. A little bit of water. And that's that on. And then we've got now water up to this bit here, which means I should be able to open that, I think it's that way. Well, there we go, and there's water out the hot tap already. Well, I'm quite impressed with that. So we're just going to let that through there. So what we're trying to do is fill up one little bit of the system at a time to make sure that if we've got any leaks, we can address those leaks. Yeah? If we have a leak as well, the valve is only on very, very lightly, so we're not going to create loads of floods or anything like that, but pretty happy with that. It's going quite well, isn't it? What's that beeping noise, Max? Is that this?
No.
So this thing here, I've never come across one of these in my life, but you put this little 0 cal additive in here. For all I know, it could be Ribena, but pull that in there. Oh, it's blue. Right, let's have I'll describe the system to you down here. So, cold water main is here. That goes on and up to the actual boiler combi side. So we've got our cold water feed to the boiler for hot water out. But we also want to fill the system up using this filling loop here, which is that bit there. So in a minute I'll be opening that up, and then we'll be able to get all the boiler filled up as well and test for leaks. I just don't know what's going to happen because I've never filled one of these up in my life. And there's zero stuff in the manual about it all. I'm hoping it self-vents, so then it lets out all the air and doesn't overheat. Done that in a careful way, so that's fully open. We're not just throwing loads of water in there while we're sat down here. Let's get upstairs. Central heating safety valve set to 3 bar. It's holding pressure. I'm amazed. We've just done a job of not having any leaks. Believe that? Leaks are a part of life in plumbing, like fires are a part of life in electrics. There we go. It's a beautiful world. That's like the plumber's failing. Boom. Right, 1 bar, all the radiators vented. Just need to wait for the god of electrics to grant us some voltage. Look at us, up here together. Brothers in arms, eh? Cool. Oh, that's filled up quite quick, isn't it? Max, pass us that glass down there, please, mate. What a weird way of doing it, isn't it? Right then, apparently now we can turn it on. Remove the film before starting the boiler. Relays in. Now we just leave it apparently for a few minutes. I don't know where the thermostat is for it. Let's just see, shall we? Let's just open a tap up and see what happens.
Why do you look so white?
I've never ever installed an electric combi boiler before, Max. Tell you what though, it's coming up, it's creeping up. It's taking a while though.
You look really concerned.
Oh, I would be concerned, mate. I've just told them to fit this and it's not working. No, it's something. Hold on, mate. We're going to have to, Max, excuse, I'll have to get the out of the way. I think it just needs commissioning on the back end, but it was getting hot there. That's a beautiful 26-degree shower you could have right there. Cold plunge, be like Joe Rogan. Right, so guys, it's all wired up and in. It took us a little bit of time to commission this because I've not ever really done an electric combi boiler before, and it took me a phone call to their technical team. They hadn't included in the instructions that if you want to turn this into the sort of boiler that will do a shower and all the rest of it, you have to hold down the square button for 7 seconds. It wasn't in the instructions, don't know why. So we've got everything's getting hot here, as you can see. Obviously you've got this hot. I haven't inhibited the heating system yet. I just want to make sure everything's running first before we do that. And if you have a look at some of these radiators, look, rads are getting nice and hot. So it's all done. The boiler was bought by a customer, okay? So I'm just fitting what they've bought, and there doesn't appear to be a built-in thermostat on the boiler, which is kind of normal, I suppose, because you don't want a thermostat to be on the boiler casing itself. I'll have to get a lovely Joshy back from Prompt Electrical in Cambridge to come around here and just pop in a normal standard room thermostat just on the wall up here or somewhere or other. So if you're looking at the screen on the front of this, heating temperature here, so we're currently going at 63 degrees. I've set that to go to 70. This is set to 55 degrees and that's made at 56 now. So that's kind of switched itself off. One thing I've found is that when we turn the hot water on, it doesn't appear to divert water from the radiators. Normally what you'd have on, say, a Grant Vortex oil boiler is as soon as you turn the hot water taps on, that's it. It's not sending anything to the radiators. It's just looking to replenish the hot water supply coming out of your taps because that's such a big amount of energy that's needed. I'm sure that'll be there in the settings somewhere. I've just got to go through the commissioning booklet. Maybe I've got to press another button for 8.5 seconds, who knows. But I'm very pleased that it's all up and running and going now. I'm going to get this inhibited, get the cover back on. Also, I'm going to wait until there's actually a wireless connection in here because then I can wirelessly connect this boiler to the phone, and then this place will get a load of more work done to it, and one day soon you might well find it on Airbnb. So watch this video about how to avoid water damage in your home, and also remember to click on the link at the bottom if you want to learn plumbing online by visiting learnplumbingonline.com. Full structured course on how to do it with yours truly. Thanks ever so much for watching today. It's not beautiful, but it does the job. See you in next week's video. Hold tight. Zang. I knew that was going to happen. You filming already?